Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back Pom Pom. We're here today to dive into the next music videos for Meow. And I apologize that I'm so late to this. Again, I've said this for every single group that I reacted to over the last 2 weeks or so. But we are now here and we're going to be checking out their two most recent releases called DDI RO RI M. And maybe we're going to see what that comes from, but it's probably going to be some type of thing that I'm going to recognize. And then In My Hands. I was unsure because I think they dropped a performance video first for In My Hands, and so I was like, oh, I wish like to dive into this song because I've heard a lot of good about both of them, but especially In My Hands. So I was hoping and praying that it was going to be released in terms of like getting something more official, and yes, we do have that. So I'm very excited to dive into today. I loved Burnin' Up so much. If you guys check that out, you would know, because like damn, that song really like flew into and like was perfectly in my wheelhouse. I really have enjoyed Hands Up and like their previous releases as well, but that just really hit it right on the pain point. And so I'm very excited for today to see what they have to bring next in terms of, what it's gonna sound like. I am very curious. So let us see if my crush on Suin gets any deeper today, because I feel like it's gonna be like harder and harder to resist every single video. But I'm excited. I hope you guys feel the same. So let us get right in, and we're starting off with the DDI RO RI. So we're gonna watch this twice like I always do, the second time with captions on in order to understand anything a little bit better. I pause, I talk, that is what I do. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I always advocate, I always say, listen to something before you judge. And so that is what we're here for today, because I have heard mixed opinions, but that is always going to happen, I think, with anything. So I'm curious to see how I will enjoy it, and we're gonna find out together right about now. So let's dive right in and check this out, and then we're gonna get to the next music video. Let's go. Okay. DDI. I never remember what this piece is called, but Chapter 1. Ooh! What's the deal? You gon' see Jack, I feel arenas. Shout my name, not Korea. Is like gorge. Is that? I can't tell. That might be a wig, but it looks really nice on her. I never would have guessed that Ella would have looked good with like blonde hair, because I don't think she's ever had it before, but it looks very, very nice. I want to see. Okay, the rest of them seem to not have that shocking of a hair color, so good on me. What's the deal? You gon' see Jack, I feel I'll turn this up. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god. Whoa, what the fuck? Immediately, this is very cool. A very cool music video, very cool artistically. Like, I can see the vision already. Nothing. I see Gowan back there. Ooh! Anna. It's like they're wolves, or like some other type of, hi girl, fix your posture. I think I'm sitting pretty good right now, okay? Damn, don't attack me like that. I'm wondering what because I feel like right now they're supposed to be some type of creature, because again, we saw that biting, and I was thinking before, because they're crawling, that they're like some type of more like werewolf or some type of like creature like that. But now also we have like a biting. This woman, I swear. Ooh! Damn. I saw and I kind of like processed it a little late that all of them have it here too. Ooh! Stunning. I would just like to say, beautiful. We're gonna see how I feel about this, because I do like the concept of this a lot, like music video wise right now. But the actual song itself, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Might have some time to get used to it. Wow. Chapter 3. Such a good rapper. I love her voice. Wow. Which I like how dramatic this is, though. Like, I love a horror concept. I love that vibe, but like, I think it's mostly just like the chorus itself. Everything else I really like with that like that like kind of like plucky sound that's almost in that we had earlier with Nadine. Like, I appreciate that a lot. Oh. Wow, gorge. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I'm feeling things. Hold on. Oh. Yes. Ooh. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me go into my brain and try to like gather these thoughts. I really like this concept. I always do, especially when you're like inspired by the Middle Ages and like early like 18s, 1900s horror. Like I see a lot from obviously like Nosferatu and like that kind of Middle Ages kind of horror. And I like that. I appreciate that. We kind of also got a little bit of I can never remember what that movie is called, but if you've seen that one movie, I think it's kind of like a normal movie at first, and then all of a sudden you transition into like this guy I think goes to like an underground secret club, and he's like, oh, this is gonna be so cool. And then like the whole thing is like these rich people have just like melted together into one ginormous like soup body and are just like chilling, trying to like, get him in there to join them, you know? I never remember what that movie is called, but it's very freaky. And that is kind of like what I got a little with these like writhing red bodies, you know? But I appreciated this ending part a lot, and I can see why it's the most replayed, because I think there is a way 100% that you can incorporate other samples, you know what I mean? I've heard like other piano kind of like lines, other piano samples be used in K-pop and also just other media. And for me, I think it's not a bad or good thing. I think you need to know how to work with it. And so I I enjoyed how it was incorporated in some parts, but I think in the chorus for me specifically, I think it's just because they didn't change it around enough for me and like make it their own. Because obviously we had that do 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 do, but all they really did was to add more of like a hip hop kind of like beat on top of it, and I wish they would have changed it around a little bit more. I wish they would have gone like in a little bit of a different direction, maybe changed around the like instrument sound a little bit more, but still kept that melody, you know, like something like that. Because I think because of that, it didn't really add enough. And then also just like maybe the chorus lyrics were a little bit lacking for me too. But I really enjoyed the last part, especially. We're gonna listen to the song again, so I don't need to re-listen to it. I really wanted to for a moment. But I really like that because first of all, we had that violin, which I love. Just adding a random violin to like a more rap heavy song. I think honestly, it's not done enough because the juxtaposition can often be really good. But then also just like the dramatics at the end there, I think is what you really needed, because that is also something that I feel like I lacked a little bit, is I wish they would have turned it on more and like not been as nonchalant, because obviously that chorus was a little bit more and I wish they would have gone like higher to match that level as well, because it carried a little bit of like an inconsistency for me in terms of like the energy level. So I would have loved that too if they would have gone like even more harder. I'm sure this song is better live, for sure. At least in my thought, because like the idea of live vocals to this and like the energy that you could have with this, I think would make it better, because that's something I feel like I was missing as well. Like a song that should be here for like the dramatics and the energy didn't really fully bring it up for me, you know? But I did appreciate a lot of the references, I loved especially that scene. I think it was either Nadine or Anna. Sorry, I just put their names together in my head. I believe it was either one of them just laying in bed, and then they got a text, but it was just like a little scroll that looked like a screenshot. I love that. And like visually, I think this is one of their best music videos. I really liked Hands Up too. Like that music video is like psychedelically insane, but they really did well here with the visual components, you know? But I want to dive into this again, and we're going to, of course, but I feel like I do need some time for this to melt, but we're going to see about the chorus. And it would suck that if I only like really like loved and focused on the last minute. That's not, you know, that great, because that's not often what you do with the song. You want to listen to the whole thing. But I do, in a lot of ways, appreciate this as like a piece of art, because I feel like horror is not referenced or sampled or done enough in K-pop, you know? But let's dive right into this one more time and see what they are singing about, though, because I do think there was a lot of English in that chorus, but we'll see. Again, I need to see if someone has told me what this sample is, and I'm sure you will in the comments right now.
What's the deal? 이건 시작. I feel arenas. Shout my name. 난 Korea. 에서 Ibiza까지 flow. Set the trends. 이미 연수위야. New EP made on Apple.
I do love these like shots, though. Again, they've done like amazingly with the vibe here, but then also seeing this almost as if they're like describing the scene itself. Highly detailed architectural concept art illustration of a miniature Gothic medieval interior set. Like, it's really cool. And then seeing like the little like pop-ups that we have of, we're gonna get to that later, but like the text and like the chapter markers in this, you know? We have it here earlier, but I don't know exactly what it's called specifically. But yeah.
Arenas, shout my name. 난 Korea. 에서 Ibiza까지 flow. Set the trends. 이미 연수위야. New EP made on Apple. Fresh out the freezer. Yeah, taste. 내 본색을 감추고 자세는 low key. 백이면 백 빠짐없이
So their trickery. Hold on. There's a lot of like almost motivational messages popping up as well, because we had that part that I specifically pointed out, that like fix your posture, but then we also have this like the apologies, no mistakes allowed, break, rebuild, evolve, you know, like intriguing. Get it? We know what they're saying. You don't need to censor. You don't need to censor the captions. We know what they're saying. But this part specifically, because it's like, yeah, we're seeing the printout almost, or it's like a. It's yeah. It is just like a scroll of a screenshot. Forge. I love this look. Like, again, this veil. Yeah, this veil that says just witch all over it. This tear. I love those. Bring out that hot glue, put a little eyeshadow on it, and just put it on their faces. It always looks good. It always will. I don't know. I love the reversal shots here too. Love her on the Stairmaster though. Girl, Gawon don't play about hair choreography. Here we go. Again, I heard her say that earlier, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, queen. I apologize. Wow. I cannot get over this, like, hair color, because this is a little bit like a warmer brown, and I love those. I feel like it's often too, me and my hair, you know, but I feel like it's often too cold a lot of times, so I appreciate that. The corsets. Again, it's like they're wearing latex, or like it's some type of like plastic almost. Like, this is what I needed right here. Wow. I like that as an ending, though. Just like completely, like, you thought we had more? Nope, we're done. There's this one I want to pause on, and I think it is the thumbnail. Forgive me if I'm wrong there, but I want to see if I can get it. Here. This is so cool. It's almost like they're on a witch pole about to be, like, burned, you know? Like, put on trial with witchcraft and executed, you know? I do enjoy this song in some parts. Again, I think that the energy is great. I always enjoy this type of like, again, the dramatics are for me for sure. And I really enjoy the styling and looks of this era. Like I love when you take inspirations from like 1800s and earlier in fashion, because like it's so recognizable as that time and also so unusual to what we wear nowadays. And honestly, a part of me wishes I would just go around in corsets and underskirts and big dresses, you know? Like, if I'm gonna be feminine, I want to look like that, you know? But I feel like it isn't. Not a lot of people dress like that anymore. And so I appreciate it from that level. But as a song, like I said, I liked when we turned it up a little bit. This song as a whole was actually like pretty like calm in a way. Like it never really went too speedy either. We kind of were just like, we took our time. The tempo was a little bit slower, so it wasn't like overwhelming in terms of like what was going on. But I do wish, like I said, we went a little bit more out there with it, or we went a little bit different with the sample use and stuff. But as a whole, I'm not mad at it. I just think for me, it's not really my taste. And I know I'll probably return like a bit to that last part because I think it is pretty cool, but maybe just not exactly for me, I would say. But I do like these lyrics because they're very clearly like, this song is almost like a warning, I would say, for them. These lyrics feel like, again, they're saying that, like, hear me when I come, or I'm not sure exactly what they said. When I walk in like a threat, hear the song inside your head. Yeah, so it's like, because everyone associates that sample or that music piece with like terror, or with like a little bit of like either terror, anxiety, or just like an unease. And so this is kind of being like, we got our claws out, you know, be terrified. I want to see if I can find the pop song composed by member Nadine Ella and Gawon samples Bach's Toccata and Fugue in D minor, one of the most famous compositions of Baroque music. In addition to the three members, the lineup also includes, yes. So it's Toccata, and Fugue in D minor, which is like a very, very well-known piece from, when did Bach, let's see, 1833? So like mid 1800s. And I like, again, I can appreciate a sample, but I feel like here it didn't really go fully what I think I would have wanted, you know? I mentioned it all after the first listen of like what I wish we got more, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. So that was I'm just gonna say it like that now. It's gonna be stuck in my head. So next up, we are going to be getting into In My Hands, I believe it was. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Yes, In My Hands. And so this was dropped a little bit afterwards, a little, like, I think a month after the release of DDI, but I believe it was, they performed it. They had a performance video at pretty, like, early, or at least dance practice. And then we got a music video. So we're going to check this out as well and see, again, I don't know, maybe we're going to see how I feel about this song as well, but I am very much excited. So let's see. Oh, we don't have subtitles on this. We'll see if there is a lot of Korean, and if there is, I'm going to go and grab a lyric video. But let's dive right in one more time and into this song. Apologies. Let's dive into this song. Let's go. Sorry, girls. Start from the beginning. Ooh. Okay. Very different inspiration here.
거리를 걸 수 없는 scale, I'm feeling cocky. I see it 가득 찬 이 정 따위 can't stop me. I'm sorry, I got no time for talking.
Okay.
So good. 이 기분대로 run it back. Give me that.
This also feels very I listened to a bunch of music yesterday as well, and this also is giving me Y2K, and I appreciate that. You know, like I'm always one for those kind of like songs and rest, but this is immediately giving me. For me, this is very Kesha, but it might land in a different artist for you. But that's what I'm getting right now. I love the kitty cats. That blonde hair, girl, sweet. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. I could see this being like something that was like 15 years ago, or not maybe that long ago. 10 years ago. Let's put it 10 years ago. And it's like, you know, on a Kesha album, you know? Hold on. Yes! Woo! Girl, please. That's the thumbnail, yeah. I was gonna say that gives me very, like, Ariana Grande focus. Like, that's very that. But also, this wall, I feel like this song feels quite 2000s, like, mid-2010s, or, like, early to mid-2010s. But this music video is very late 90s, early 2000s for me. Like, this spotlight wall behind Gowan here, and also them with the little mixing table, the like border of this, like when they're on the TVs. Crossing the line, taking what's mine. Say what you wanna say, your choppy, your proving show. Yes. I love those clubs, girl. Yes. Oh, I love this. Is of course this is directed towards me because this is not them. This is a song made to white girl dance to. So I'm loving that they are fully doing the whole like jumping, dancing to it. Got a little Jersey bounce in it too. Woo! Gorge. Wow. Indeed. Woo! I think here they're doing it naturally, but I loved earlier as well when they were like more so focusing, like the actual production of the song made their voices hacky, but here I think it's just like actually their voices doing it. Hands. Ooh. Yep. Now that is a song for me. That is going on the playlist immediately. I love the energy there. I love the way that they deliver it. I love the choreography. I know I should check that out because it looked very fun. But like also again, the use of the kind of nostalgia factor here, I definitely felt it. And the like the filters they used here, the like clearly on purpose making it look kind of older, the footage itself. And the glitter, the sparkle, the little kitty, like, it all felt very early childhood for me as somebody who grew up in like the 2000s, you know what I mean? And here's a fun fact, you guys, if you guys want to know it, because we've gone through this whole video almost soon, but all of these girls are younger than I am. Do we like that? Do we like that? Do we like saying that out loud? I don't. Anyway, the energy here I really liked, I really appreciated. I felt that though, even though I didn't hear everything, I just heard the world's in my hands, or I got the world in my hands, I think is what they said. It felt very positive, it felt very upbeat, it felt very, I can do anything, I just have to try, you know? And the bounce on this was fantastic. Again, they brought in a little bit, I mentioned it, they brought in a little bit of Jersey bounce, like right at the end there, and I thought that was so fun. But I'm gonna go through this just like in a little bit of a look to like parts that I enjoyed, and then we're going to watch a lyric video, I think, because there was definitely, I heard it from Ella immediately, there was definitely Korean. But there was some parts, of course, that had like pop-up lyrics on there. But I loved starting off like this kind of look. Again, it feels both old school and somehow like current at the same time. But zooming in on these old TVs, looking at them, and then like seeing a lot of it with the borders, like it is like a 4x3 is I think what they are called. MTV Meow Television, very cute. Did you get permission to use that? I guess. And like the little thingy, like you're watching a old, like when they still used to air music videos like from the 90s and 80s on MTV, because I don't think those channels really exist anymore. But when we used to have them on our house because we didn't really watch much TV. But the mixing table, this looking like old like advertisements, I think are really fun. And the looks were really nice too, but I love the choreography because they were really truly like hair all over the place, just shaking it all about. And this little like slow down part with Nadine, beautiful. And then of course seeing like this is really stunning. You only need to like let this start spinning and it is focused by Ariana Grande, you know? But yeah, my crush grows and grows. It is, it was not untrue what I said in the beginning of this video. And the blue tights, that is so kind, by the way. The blue tights that Ella is wearing, because that is so real. Like, and was that Nadine right there? Yeah, she's wearing blue fishnets. I love that. And then these shots, like this also felt very like 80s, 90s, or yeah, I guess so, because like that was when the first music videos really started popping up. But I love the filter use here, and then we kind of got a little bit more high quality at the end here for this little dance scene. But it was nice, especially with the filter here of like the little shine, because there's glitter everywhere, and then also seeing it on their outfits was really beautiful. And just like, yeah, I really enjoyed the song. I think as somebody who was like, again, I like Nita Kesha, but I'm sure there are other artists that you can think of who kind of had this vibe, but that is kind of, for me, what I see, and I really like it because I think it fits them really well. I do. They have had sort of this vibe here and there, I feel, in my heart, but I really enjoyed this. I'm gonna grab a lyric video and we'll be right back. Let's look at the lyrics as well. I just love the melody and the progression of the song. 거리를 걸 수 없는 scale, I'm feeling cocky. I see it 가득 찬 이 정 따위 can't stop me. I'm sorry, I got no time for talking. Life's so good. I love in both of these songs though that we've gotten today, they're like, stop talking to me. I don't want to talk to you. For different reasons, I would say, because in the earlier song they were like, stay away, and now they're like, no, I'm just too busy. I apologize. The build up. It's just like a beautiful song. Gorgeous. Yes. Oh, I love her voice there. Yes, Soin. The rappers in this group truly kill me. Like, I love that joke, though, truly, about YG. And, of course, they're under Black Label, so they're under a subsidiary of YG, but they're still under YG. And, like, I do love that and appreciate about it. One time I'll praise the agency, but they got good rappers in here. You know what I mean? They have really good rappers in YG. And so, mwah, you know what I mean? I be in my zone when they blow on my phone. Crossing the line, taking what's mine. Say what you wanna say, you're choppy, I'll prove and show. I love that coming in. Yes. But that'll, like, it's so perfect. If you've ever heard like Jersey beat, is that what it's called? I think I said it correct earlier, but now I forgot. But that, like, the Jersey remixes, if you ever heard them, that was what just went down there. I love that we started off with like a slower chorus the first time around, and then it sped up, and now we're just going fully there and changing it up again after that. So it's like we're taking steps like this in terms of like the energy of the choruses. Break it down. Hey, hey. How does she do that? Nadine, please. And I love how they changed it up here, because earlier they were like, obviously like kind of matching the beat, and we're doing that again, but instead it's like, obviously. We're like taking it down. My only complaint is that this is too short. That's the complaint I have. Wow, that was so much fun! Yeah, I think, like, concept and conceptually, I think I enjoyed DDI, but this song is definitely more of my vibe. And I can see myself, again, I'm adding that to the wake up playlist that I've been curating now for the past, like, this time that I've been reacting to new music, like, very, very hardcore, I have been like gathering it all and like waking up to those playlists, because I think that is a lot more fun than just like waking up and like scrolling and then feeling like mad immediately, because that's the thing with like Twitter and TikTok, that like I need to get my day started. I need to have like that foundation before I can dive in, because otherwise I'm going to be depressed. I'm going to be depressed the whole day, and I don't want that to happen. And so, good idea if you want to. If you enjoy, like, if you are a music listener, then do that instead. Just like wake up, immediately turn on your playlists, and just like get that to get your head going. But I did enjoy the song a lot, and I love the energy of this too, because obviously it's definitely about them. It's about being, you know, rightfully, I would say, cocky, but then also it feels more of just like a, not just for them, but also for us as a listener, as like a motivational song about being like, you know, I have endless opportunity, and like I don't have to feel like I need to limit myself. I am not going to do something that I don't want to do. I'm going to, you know, grasp the day in my hand and do what I want with it instead of, sitting around and feeling worried or something else, Like I am the one who has my own success in my heart, like there's nobody else that is gonna, make my life there's no one else that's gonna do what I want to do for me. I hope that made sense, but I think it did. I did enjoy this a lot though. Like I said, DDI maybe not for me fully as a song, but this is really good. And yeah, I forgot to say in the intro, which I'm going to reiterate here and then also in the outro, but I know that Hidden exists as well. There is only a performance video, and I do focus on music videos here, at least, of course, for the music video catch-ups, because this is what we're doing. But I know that Hidden exists. I know a lot of people seem to enjoy that song as well, so I might be diving into that in the future if you guys want me to listen to more of this album. I don't remember what it's called. It might just be called DDI 2, but I'm gonna check. But if you guys want me to check out this album, I would be happy to in the future sometime when I get started with album listens again. But I am going to then get to hit him, obviously, when that happens. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this though. I'll see you in the outro. Let me know if you want me to check out the album Bite Now. I checked it, and then also I did see that Hit 'Em almost has as many streams as DDI, so to me that means a good thing, because usually just by default the title track is the most streamed one. So I am curious. Please let me know, of course, if you would like me to check that out, because I would be happy to. But this was a lot of fun. I enjoy these songs quite a bit on different levels, of course, but I am curious to see where they're gonna go next, because I feel like this is a little bit of a different step. They've always been a little bit quirky and out there, obviously, with some of their releases. Again, I would say Hands Up was out there in some ways, but I am excited to see where they're gonna go next. And the Suin crush is indeed growing stronger every day, so there's that. But of course, check out my past MEOVV videos if you want to. I also have done a bunch of award shows with them, because they did a lot of performances burning up, so I have watched that quite a few times. So check that out if you're curious. But I really enjoyed today, so yeah, don't really know what to say. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, check out my Patreon, like this video if you enjoyed it, leave down in the comments below any you'd like me to check out in the future. Love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Free Palestine. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!